wow, pistols in the air, like he just doesn't care. Oh my God, there he is, Triple
I'm
J.
representing the black and gold better than the Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. Heard that before, didn't you? I said I put on the Computan Venom suit. The brand builder is it's gone.
Do you have brand builder throwback uniforms or no?
I think there's only homeless people in Atlantic City, New Jersey wearing them. There's an army of them. They all went to Goodwill. The brand builder, it was, I worked for a guy one time. He's like, don't make T-shirts ever. They'll wind up on homeless people on the corner. Not that there's anything wrong with homeless people, but, But anyway, probably can't even say that these days. It sounds
white.
They said,
yeah, the brand
but
builder.
it said, keep calm and something inbound on. It was the famous inbound of 2014, I believe, where I met my buddy Pete Caputa and his sales mentor, your friend and mine, Rick.
Dr. Rick Robert. Yes, shout out to both those guys.
Yeah, so that's where those shirts were, and that's how Rick was his famous story. He's folding those shirts. Yeah. Those were the brand builder shirts. We couldn't get rid of them at inbound. It was just so many of them.
I've kept my inbound shirt apparel, and I keep it in boxes. When people come to visit me, I sometimes give them shirts, stuff like that. I've got a lot of them. They're in a box in a closet right next to me.
I was gonna wear my brand builder hat today, but I couldn't find it. It's a red cap, and we ordered them at the last minute. Or no, we didn't order them at the last minute. We ordered them at the last minute at some point in time. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what the deal was, but it wasn't really that well known that MAGA hats were the red hats.
Yeah.
We wore them to the 2016 inbound where everyone at inbound was crying.
Yes.
And our team had red hats. I'm like, oh, we're going to get killed in here. They're just bright red, just like the MAGA hat, but it had a B on it. No relation to the MAGA hat. It was just...
I remember we thought...
That's our color. Our color was bright red. It still is, but there's no we. It's me.
You know what the funny thing was? In 2016, when that was our first year, we did a booth at Inbound, and on the shirt we put "Stop Developing, Keep Marketing," but we had a thought about "Make Development Great Again" as putting that on the shirts at the time because to play on the whole.
Oh, you would have gotten eaten alive.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight is 2020. It was a fight. It was a fight in Rocket. It's a fight in Rocket. I lost a fight. I broke things and wanted it, but good thing I didn't win. MATA was not a thing, thank God. Make development great again.
I think I wrote a blog post on that, something like "Make something great again." When that whole, thing was taken off, it was crazy. But anyway, there's good thing nobody watches this, right? They're gonna be like, "Are these guys MAGA guys?
This is unwatchable.
I can't figure it out. Are they MAGA? Because I'm gonna tune out or I'm gonna tune in. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what I should put these guys. Are they in the same laundry basket as me? Are they different? Are we the same? Are we not? Are we gonna get along if we meet in person? I don't know.
You're gonna have to guess. You're gonna have to keep watching the unwatchable. Yeah. You gotta have some reason to watch this.
Yeah, don't watch this. Please don't. I hope the internet doesn't watch this. I hope even servers don't pick it up. I hope Riverside just crashes and nobody watches this thing.
Yeah, nobody's gonna watch this. People have been watching some of the clips because although we spew a lot of nonsense, there's occasional something that people, I don't know what the heck it is. No idea. I don't know. They might be looking up Ray Romano or something, and they find
if Ray Romano had a Pakistani twin doppelganger, Bizarro, Oh,
there it is. Gotta do more of that unwatchable. See, that's why it's unwatchable. We anticipate not one single person watches this. As a result, we could just be stupid.
Yeah.
Which isn't hard.
Men of a certain age impersonating men of a certain age.
Pretty much. Could you imagine anyone in their 30s watching this? If you're in your 30s watching this, oh my gosh.
You got a question. If anybody in their 20s.
Oh, Malacca.
Yeah.
Who edits?
Malacca, yeah. Aside from Malacca,
Hi, Malacca.
Think about your life choices.
To you again.
Yeah. Otherwise, you really got to question your life choices. You really should my life. I'm sitting here watching these two guys talk about random crap that doesn't make any sense. They're having fun. I'm watching it for some reason. So yeah, you should really not be watching this thing. That's why it's called Unwatchable for a reason. It's not.
I made a mistake today. I'm standing instead of sitting, And I just caught myself on the camera. I'm like, did you ever hear of stimming? Apparently, I'm a little ADHD, so apparently that's called neurodivergent,
Yeah.
whatever. And somebody told me like, yeah, you when you have that, like, you do these things called stimming. So like, I was just going back and forth.
Yeah.
That can be pretty distracting. But
I'm holding a broken guitar cable in my hand. I always do in calls. So, saying I have the ADHD thing as well. And I'm just kind of always playing with it, doing whatever, like, but nobody can see me, doing because it's like my fidget spinner.
everybody's got problems who works on computers. You
Yeah.
just you don't know where to put the energy because you're just sitting on a screen all day. But I updated my, I don't know, swag, my background, but you can't see it unless I get the focus on it somehow with my
It's
magic hand.
Transformers in the background. Yeah, I love it. I love
I
it.
know, but like, I don't know how to turn the thing off. Maybe I can do that. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
There.
yeah.
So I got it. I got Transformer. I got a Brutus Beefcake
Bruce
here.
Barber Beefcake. Yep.
Got my favorite Superman book here.
Action Comics 298. Is that the one you have? Is that
Yep, yep. And my daughter, she made the
Flower Mario?
Mario flower. Yes, those are new additions.
That Flower
Figured
Mario.
time to get a little bit more pro here.
Tell you, I'm more pro here.
This is our third episode of the most unwatchable podcast known,
In the history of the internet. Yeah.
history of the internet. So I sent you some topics today via text. I know these have been run through the entire marketing team, and a script's been prepared, and AI has
Yep.
reviewed it all. But I don't know. I replaced HubSpot, practical AI versus broken Rube Goldberg, 4 levels of AI, Computan super soldiers, Sajeel's analogies, Sajeel versus Ice-T, who wins? I was going to have Malaka. I didn't know where to pull it or if we have a rights violation, but last episode you used so many analogies. It reminded me of John Mulaney's Ice-T skit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah.
You know it, right? What are they saying that?
Oh, it's like he's been on Ice. Ice-T's been on the law. He's been on special victims unit for 8 years, but it always feels like he's on the first day on the job, right? So it's like, oh wait, so it's like Kentucky Fried Chicken is made with a Colonel special recipe. Is that what it's all about now? And it kind of goes in that whole skip, but with more.
Everything's an analogy anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have the whole routine, but yeah, that's what it reminded me. I figured we should mix that in. We still have time to do that. The AI connected workplace, as much context as possible. The AI circuit, does Pete Computan know what he did? Mm-hmm. Predictable scale to reporting the real loop. That's the real loop. I'm crapping on HubSpot's loop a little. I don't like that loop as much. It never really caught with me. And 8, working in the earthquake, being hyper agile, flexible teams of AI experts, or die in the rubble.
Hopeful finish.
That came to me. I watched a video of a guy. And I guess it's real. I don't know if it's real or AI anymore, but Venezuela, God bless the people of Venezuela. Prayers are with them. But they had a massive earthquake, and one of the guys was running down the flight of stairs on a fire escape. I don't know if you saw this. I didn't know if it was AI or real, but I'm pretty sure it might have been real. But who knows? It's probably AI. Forget it. I'm just going to drop it because it's probably AI. But anyway, let's just go with the analogy. He's running down all of the steps of the like the apartment building, and as he's going down every floor, more rubble is like falling. Like the steps are getting progressively worse as he gets to the bottom. And I was talking to somebody yesterday in the tech world. I think it was off the record, so I'm not going to mention their name, but very smart person known in tech. And we were talking about, I think, your analogy about, and Nick on our team's analogy of how working in this AI world right now is like working in the middle of an earthquake where the ground's shifting under your feet all the time. And the companies like HubSpot are even struggling. These guys are huge on AI. Dharmesh Shah is like well known in the whole AI world, but HubSpot stock just keeps going boom, 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 boom. It peaks up and it goes boom again. So everything's changing so fast. People want to use this stuff, but they're afraid if they use it or build their product, that it's going to be obsolete. Like, so everyone's stuck in like hold. And that goes for, sometimes it seems like marketing agencies, marketers, SaaS companies, developers, which is obviously our market where we've really had a shift. So that's where that 8th one comes from. So I don't know where you want to go with this, but you have 8 to choose from. So you're going to spin the wheel.
Well, I mean, let's talk about how how you canceled HubSpot. I mean, like, how you replaced it for us. I mean,
I didn't totally cancel it, but
well, a little dramatic. I get it, but what did you
again,
do?
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. Again, I don't think you can replace HubSpot, right? But if you're me, you could, because I did. But it doesn't scale, right? It doesn't scale.
This is
I think a lot of people probably are doing things like this where they're able to do it, but HubSpot is part of my workflow. But I pulled it out, and it really didn't matter. Basically, there's a couple use cases where HubSpot's functionality is becoming replaced in the Computan world. One of them was the one you saw today, which was our priority action table for our sales funnel, right? We had 20 of our deals in our deal flow that were listed with the value of the deal, the contact at the company, all the contacts at the company, the next action, who's responsible, the urgency, value of the deal, and then like literally like a ton of notes, like what the transcripts show, what Outlook, my email shows, what's missing, next action, urgency, person responsible. All I could tell you is this is like a dream come true. I built it yesterday. Obviously, this has been culminating over a long time, but I built it in Claude Cowork. Only works because we have everything connected and we already have good systems. So everything we say is transcribed. We're talking about things on podcasts. We're talking about things in stand-up meetings. We do collaborative content with people. So everything we do, no matter what it is, it's recorded, it's there, it's accessible to the AI. That is the key to making this work. That's probably why most people cannot replace HubSpot. They don't have everything visible to an AI. Then they don't have everything connected, right? They don't have everything connected. So all of our internal meetings are on Fireflies, etc. So go ahead. You were going to say something.
Yeah, and it's like automatically connected too, right? It's not that we have to just kind of physically, teach the AI something all the time, right? We are the way how we have everything done is that it just automatically syncs, it automatically connects, it automatically gets this upload of information all the time. Because if it has to be a manual run, then it won't work. I mean, then you can't have that data at your fingertips. But basically, what you showed today was like a list. Like we have calls between the two of us. Oh, I got to talk to that person. Oh, you got to talk to this person. Oh, I have to email this person. You have to email that person. We just kind of rhyme off our to-dos all the time. But now, I mean, now we've got them all in like a one page sheet where, okay, Triple J's doing this, Sajeel, you're doing this, Sim's doing that. It's all kind of there in the bullet points, and we just have to knock those things every day. And
and you thought it missed something, but
I thought it missed something. Yes, I thought it missed something, and it didn't miss it. I missed it. So
it didn't miss a thing. I mean, it did not miss a thing, and that's kind of scary.
People don't want to miss anything.
Well, people have been saying, "Oh, these AI workflows don't work. The data is incomplete. This, that, and the other." Right? But if you know how to prompt it, and you're using Cowork instead of just a chat window, and you're doing the right prompting on not only the instructions, the context, the workflow, and in that instruction on that run, on that particular thing. It's almost like software. It's a weird kind of hybrid of software and a document you create, right? You get something far more, like if HubSpot would have done this, if HubSpot did this, you'd probably charge a lot of money for it because it doesn't miss anything, right? Everyone's problem in HubSpot is, I forgot to put this deal in the system. Oh, it doesn't have the notes. Oh, the company's not associated. Oh, we don't have all the people. Just creating those associations between contact, company, which deal it goes with, where do my correspondences. You had to always link that crap up. This does all of that. And I set our thing up that way in HubSpot, probably as good as you can set it up. It's nothing compared to this.
Yeah, it's not as easy to see. It's like a deal pipeline dashboard, and I mean, look, Computan has made a lot of people happy and pissed off, right? By getting all that data into HubSpot integrations and custom integrations, custom associations, whatever. Yeah, there's lots of people who've done that all the time over the years, but you still miss things, and
and I think it should still go into HubSpot. Like I said, what I have solved here is not an enterprise solution.
It's not a CRM.
It's not a CRM. It's not going to scale, right? This is a good solution for someone in my position, right? Like head of, revenue, right? Someone in your position, CEO. This isn't going to be something you can give to a rep right now. Not totally scalable yet. However, you can make something, and maybe HubSpot makes something like this, right? Maybe that's where they're going, right? So I'm not counting them out or discrediting them. They always have something up their sleeve. However, right now, as it stands today, June 26, 2026, I don't need it. I'm like, this is really like if I had to choose, let's put it this way, I do need it, but if I had to choose one or the other that I couldn't live without, I cannot live without what I have set up in Claude right now.
That's crazy. And yeah, that's like you're comparing that to like a 10K a year solution.
Yeah, and what did this use? This probably used about $5 in credits.
Yeah, that's
API calls for the
that's
equivalent, right?
yeah, that's the world we're living in right now.
So $5 replaced whatever, your whatever it costs and everything. I still think you need to integrate everything through HubSpot. There's no question about it. But maybe your integrations change. Maybe you're using an MCP call, right? People aren't even thinking this way yet. So, you know, it's
Are you saying that HubSpot is your Rube Goldberg machine, which is kind of like you
well, the video I sent you. It's more like that, where
know, okay,
like, and maybe we could somehow get that video in here to show as a clip, just
hmm,
to make people laugh. We could just slice it in, or give a link to it. But yeah,
yeah,
it's the Rube Goldberg machine. Like if people don't know what a Rube Goldberg machine is,
explain it
it,
to them.
it,
I know
it's
what it is. I know. I'm a
not
freak.
equipment at your local deli. It's like with when they light the candle on fire, the candle burns the rope, an iron falls, right? The iron falls, a balloon goes up, and it's this complex kind of machine. Well, that's one part of it, but the video I shared with you was literally the Rube Goldberg machine was broken. The guy's throwing the ball, then he runs to the balloon and puts nothing was working the right way,
So
and that's what it feels like.
here's a serious question for you. Now we're talking Rube Goldberg machines. Is the Kevin McAllister household in Home Alone the world's biggest Rube Goldberg machine? I mean,
For sure.
you just called the cops? Like, why do you have to do all that stuff? Like, why do you have to, put the toys down and all the tricks to get the
Well,
injured bad
that's a
guys?
good question, and I bet like most marketing people feel like Kevin, right? Like they're
Probably.
on their own, and like we're these guys. The cops are here. It's just a lot easier, unless you're having fun. Hit Joe Pesci with a fryer pen. You know,
So
but
we're the cops that Kevin McAllister didn't call when Harry and Marv came into the house. That what you're trying to say?
you're a little younger than me, to be fair. And I don't know Home Alone like to the extent you
Joe
know.
Pesci, Daniel. So you're definitely Joe Pesci, not a racist comment. You're
No,
Joe Pesci. I'll be the tall, lanky guy who hates spiders. Fine, I'll be him.
yeah, you're lanky. We're about the same height, but you're lanky.
Yeah,
But
like
but I wish I was lankier. But yeah, you're right. Like so, I mean, that's the thing. Like people are, and I had this call with the industry person who will not be named. Said everyone is like struggling to like literally when I got off that call, I saw that video meme of the broken Rube Goldberg, and like this is everyone just trying to make AI work. And I'm just trying to tell everybody it does work. You just like you need to know how to get it to work, and setting context is complicated, setting up your MCPs is complicated, knowing how to talk to it, when to use the right model, when to use the wrong model, when to use co-work versus the chat window versus something set up in Claude Code, when to use agents versus skills. There's a lot of crap you have to keep track of. You're not going to be able to do it on your own.
and who has time for that when you got like 1,000 emails coming in and Slack messages and WhatsApp and Life and
That's
whatever.
very Romano.
Yeah,
Slack.
so Slack messages and who has time for all that? I don't have time for all
Who has the money
that.
for Slack? I mean, us guys here schlepping with Rocket. And that was it. And this was the benefit. The way we became hyper connected in all this was because we have these Computan heroes, the posse, the guys, and a couple girls at Computan who are our dev
Develop
geniuses.
the world. Yeah.
They come in and we just put a ticket in. Hey, can you connect our ticketing system? I mean, a couple days later, boop, it's connected. Right?
Yeah, it's
Custom
done.
MCPs written, it works. our rocket, the MCP they provide doesn't work because our rocket's locally hosted. And we don't want it to have access to everything, but we want all access to all public channels. Can you guys get that done? Okay, boom, they did it. So, we have all this stuff connected. Literally, we are a good case study for Claude connectors right now.
Yeah, like imagine you can go into Claude and ask Claude what are the most important Slack messages that you need to read since you've been gone for 3 hours, and it can tell you.
Yeah.
Our Claude can tell us that with our Rocket Chat, right? Oh, this one, that one, this one, and that one, and it
And
gets done.
and all of our channels are client oriented, and we have a marketing channel, sales channel. So we have emails that go through. So our emails connected. So we see everything that goes to the customer about the customer, and then we also see everything about the prospect or customer that they never see. All the internal conversation.
Yeah, like Nick, shout out to him. He was saying like operationally, what he has his report now where it says he goes to Claude and says, show me like the clients that have sensitive issues today that I need to look at, and it gives him a report. And he just goes through those ones. These ones, there looks up to confusion in this channel between these two developers. These two guys are confused about something that this client asked for, and he just kind of goes and he tries to, put puzzle pieces together.
Yeah, and what everyone's trying to do with AI right now is like AI is good for efficiency. It's good for efficiency, but to try to replace people with it is also a mistake. What you want to do is arm your guys. I call them Computan super soldiers. You want to make your team AI proficient. Like our developers, Tamim just wrote a great post on LinkedIn, and you probably talk about it, but he was saying just do not just have AI write all your code. And we know we have an ex-client who did that, and it's not going to end well, right? He's code ignorant. He knows nothing about it. He talked to the AI. The AI told him, "Oh yeah, you could do this." No, you can't. He's going to find out, very shortly that this is not going to end well. Now you can probably get into the whole thing that Tamim was talking about, but you definitely need not only a developer supervising it, but you still need developers writing this stuff.
Yeah, and like it's kind of like a lot of times what people are seeing on AI, what you see is like people say, "Oh, this it wrote for me," but what it wrote is not 100% accurate. I need to change 30%, 10%, 20% of it, whatever. It's the same thing or they say, "Oh, there's AI sloth. Like there's too many words, too much detail that's not required." It's the same thing with the code, right? You write too much code and needs to be truncated, needs to be worked better, maybe a bit more secure. There's some things you want to do to make it sound better, feel better, because ultimately it defers to you, right? You're the one in charge. You're the one with the hands on the wheel. So, you have to keep those things in mind. I think that's going to happen at a critical mass. All of these things which people are saying can be done by AI will be done by AI, but at the same time, the humans will need to kind of rein it in, make sure it's doing.
There's going to be that partnership with it.
Yes.
It's not going to be all or nothing. It's going to be
And
riding together a little bit.
Yeah.
But some things it works incredibly well. Like if you're just saying summarize the call or go through the pipeline, tell me what's going on. That's good. Now if you're saying write my marketing plan, it'll give you some ideas, but you still have to do that. If you're saying write my LinkedIn post, it's not going to be in your voice. It's not authentic. People sense what's real and what's not.
And same at the code level, same concerns at the code level. Yeah, it'll get some things right, it'll get some things wrong, and you're going to be accountable for both the right and the wrong. So you just keep that in mind when you're doing anything.
And code's a lot more serious of a thing than your latest post on LinkedIn. You don't want it to be wrong in one little part, right? Now you can use AI to code review, and maybe you have a loop where it's checking itself and doing that, or the developers use it the exact same way as a writer would or a marketer would as we're reviewing our sales pipeline. You can build efficiencies, but you still have to be somewhat of a supervisor in that whole model. And you're going to need someone to communicate the project between, the constituent and the AI and the developer, right? Like you still need someone to go, what are the business rules? AI is not going to do all of it, but it can really assist in that whole process.
Yeah, and remember, AI has the world's knowledge, right? But whatever you're doing might be new.
Yeah.
That's something philosophically to think about, right? So there will be this give and this take, this partnership, as we're saying. So yeah.
Yeah. And we don't know, how far model development is going to go. I have the little message in my. Nobody's really talking about this for whatever reason. I think it's the biggest news ever in the history of technology, is that Fable and Mythos and Project Glasswing have all been paused
Yeah.
under some claim of like, I don't know,
Security.
you have to be American. Like I don't mind. Like I'm American. You live in America. You're Canadian, but you can't use it. I can. Ooh, I love that. Like, but like, but that's the claim right now. Is like it's like, oh, this could be used for bad things, and only Americans will use it the right. I don't know. I don't even know what the justification is. It's a very weird headline, but I guess you're at the point now where they feel that this thing needs supervision. Like a lot of the stuff they're saying, oh, if you want to use these powerful models, you have to show some kind of ID and some kind of secure login, and we're going to retain the records of it. Whereas it's not going to be, where you can purge the records if you want. Now they're saying, well, there's going to be a hold on the records. So you're getting into this whole. This is the intersection of like surveillance state versus AI permissions, and are very crazy things happening right now with something's changing right now with the models. And they tabled these models right now. And Fable, I guess Anthropic thought, I used it for 3 days. I was blown away. I was so blown away though. I was thinking, man, this is almost too good. Like,
Yeah.
gonna replace a lot of people. But it's tabled for now. Fable is tabled. It's it's
Able. Able.
yeah. It's been what 2 weeks now, right? And no one's really talking about it. Oh, it should be up by the end of the weekend. Like they killed it on a Friday, as the government typically does. And oh, it should be up on Monday. We're gonna have our lawyers or whatever do what can be done, and it's still not up 2 weeks later.
Man, you know, yeah, you're right. It is a unique situation, but this is like the earthquake that we're living in, right? I mean, we're the
Yes.
rules are changing, the way of work is changing, how it affects people is changing, society, culture, how we talk to one another. I mean, like it's crazy what is happening. So, I mean, to say there's expertise anywhere is really tricky. I mean, at least we can say we've got stuff connected into the systems. At least we can help us with our work. That's just like a base hit, though. I mean, the home runs and like the big change is still like happening, right? It's still all over the place. I mean, and yeah, with Fable, I mean, I thought the biggest fable I'd ever know was Aesop's fables. I mean, anything like this, like this, like, yeah, you're right. Fable was very, very powerful for a little while, and then now it's paused, and that's is it for good for bad? That's definitely an unwatchable debate. I don't know, but it's just what do we do? And right now maybe it's pause, maybe it's master what we've got before we go further. It was like imagine the cassette came out on one day, and then all of a sudden you have streaming on Wednesday. Monday you had a cassette player that just came for the very first time. Now you have like streaming service on Wednesday. In between you got the internet. That's kind of what AI is like right now. Right? Monday
Yeah.
you got one thing, you had Opus, and then you got Fable. It's like two totally different things. One is like a bicycle, one is like a car, and in between we had all those steps of revolution in between somehow. It's crazy.
Yeah. And who if you're yeah, like, and you have to like, and if you have a car, you have to learn how to drive. So basically, the people who can learn quickest and be the most flexible are like kicking butt in this environment. Like if everyone's on bikes and there is a car, if you're learning as quickly as possible to drive that car, you're getting ahead of everybody. You're going like this. So like what I'm trying to say is at Computan, our strategy right now is we are splitting our time between the work we're doing, and we have guys who are dedicating their time to like learning to drive that car. So guess what? You could be a passenger in that car with us while everyone else is on bikes this week. And if next week it's a rocket, we're
We're trying.
they're learning how to be astronauts. You know what I mean? At least and that's where it's going. And at some point, like I'm saying, this might curb off because of national security threats, whatever else they're
Yeah.
saying the threat might be. It might not keep going like this, but while it is, you are crazy to do this all on your own, and to not also be leaning into flexible solutions for bringing in teams. Like I just saw somebody I know hired like a single developer the other day. I'm like, what are you doing? Like why not hire, like why not get 50 developers all who have a different specialty who are all using AI, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? In their business, they're probably just doing HubSpot CMS websites and the same old way, where we have a guy on our team, Suleiman, who just developed a module for, a module maker using AI for the CMS, right? So,
So he can talk to him, have it build modules for him instead of him coding them all the time.
Right. So, yeah. So, it's just, there's no reward for stubbornness or reluctance at this point, or like sticking to the old way and saying, oh, this is going away.
Exactly. Like it's better to, I mean, I'll use a casino analogy because, you're from, I mean, like,
I'm from Atlantic County.
It's better, Atlantic County. There you go. It's better to change your position than double down on a bad one, right? I mean, it's better just to change, right? If with new data, new information, you have a right to change. What's wrong with that? Why do you have to double down and be stubborn and not try?
That's okay. It's fine. Like a lot of people's clients are going to be okay with that. But what we're hearing from a lot of marketers right now, I'm not really talking about the agencies that we work with, but the marketers that we work with, we are hearing quite a bit about their CEOs pressuring them now.
Yep.
Going, I use ChatGPT at home for whatever. I don't, whatever they're using it for, therapy. Who the heck knows what they're using it for? But they're now going to the marketing person like, why are we not using this? Like maybe they're helping their kid with the homework and like they're seeing, oh, this can help write things. Why are you writing all your own copy, or why are we behind on our posts, or whatever it might be with the marketing person?
Yeah.
Why aren't you using it? And the marketer's like, well, I don't know how to use it. I've tried to get it to work, and it's been this broken Rube Goldberg machine. Or they're just like, I don't have time. You give me a pile of work. I do not have the time to go and learn all this crap. And even me, like I've been doing this on the weekend at night. Yesterday I had a little bit of a break. I knew the return on investment was right, where I knew it would be longer for me to manually go through the pipeline than it would be to create this thing. But I've been working with this for 2 years, like on the edge. Mm-hmm. If you're a marketer who's probably a lot busier than me, you're not able to do this.
Yeah, you got meetings, you got calls, deadlines, tasks in your PM tools. You've got team members to worry about, manage, focus on, events. You got this to do, that to do. It's really hard to keep up. So
yeah. So one of the things we're going to do, we have coming up, is our marketer roundtable. We haven't figured out a name for it. I texted you that as well. Yeah. I need your creativity. You're the creator of Unwatchable. I need that help with a name for the marketing roundtable. I just don't.
Yeah. I gotta think of one.
You'll come up with it, but our slogan's anything but boring.
Anything
it can't be just like RevOps geniuses or
RevOps 500
or RevOps 500. But it's okay. It's called RevOps 500. It's kind of like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah.
Could you have puppets? Like you can name it. If you have puppets, you can name it whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want to. That's your ticket. That's your ticket. That's your license.
Yeah.
License to name it whatever you want. Yeah.
So, but
round table,
I have no idea what to call this thing.
Yeah, I've got to drink some water and come up with a name.
You'll have to come up. Is that your secret, drinking water? I thought it was chocolate milk.
Yeah.
I thought it was chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk, yeah, that too.
Or is that only for tennis?
Yeah, exactly. True.
So anyway, that's it. I have nothing more to say on this matter. I don't know where we got to, but
I have no idea. I don't know what
I never know where it's going or where it's going to end.
I don't know what we're doing or where we're going. I just know I'm just still in the same spot I was 35 and a half minutes ago.
Malacca, enjoy this. This is more painful than one of our meetings.
Malacca, thanks for watching 255 times on YouTube Shorts. Oh my God. She's going to hate us. I hate you.
Anyway, I guess we plugged our services a little bit today, which we normally don't do. But I actually do believe, like, in what our team's doing so much now, that I think I would be doing a disservice not to mention that we're helping navigate, because we've heard this pain from so many marketers right now, and we actually have a workable solution where AI is actually working ultimately, and we can help get it working for other people.
That is true.
Um,
Yes, that is true. Buy our stuff. Follow us for tips. All that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and I think what we're going to be doing pretty soon is showing some of those projects that you've kind of initiated with our in-house team. Maybe you could tease a few of the
Yeah.
things out. I think one of them's a HubSpot audit. There's a few
Yep.
more.
Yep. Maybe we'll even do a shared screen session on a future Unwatchable episode that nobody will watch. No one will see the shared screen.
So we have a HubSpot auditor. We have a HubSpot module maker.
Yeah, we have
We don't have to name them all. Maybe tease out a couple more.
Yeah, we have a tool that is able to like estimate jobs based on what you've estimated in the past. We have a tool that can build you HubSpot modules in plain English. You just type out what you want the module to do, and it'll generate the code for you. We have a module where you pop in your HubSpot portal ID, and it'll audit the portal for you, what you can do better, what data seems messy, those sorts of things. Kind of like what an agency does when they first start working with a new client. That's something that we've done. We've done some security related tools. Like one is a code review service that automatically will plug into your GitHub repos and review your code before it goes out. That's one thing.
Oh.
Another code auditing service, so it actually takes your existing projects and scans it for third-party risks assessments, that kind of stuff.
That's huge.
Yeah, we've done one where we've taken you can load in a Figma link or a Figma design, Figma file into the code. It can generate the code for you. So there's been a lot of them. Internally, we've done most people in the agency world hate to log time. So we've done a tool that can help you log time faster and using plain English or even Urdu or Punjabi or even foreign languages. You can talk to it and it can tell you how accurate and how good your time entry is based on the tasks that have actually been assigned to you. So those are things that we've done. Those are more internal ones, obviously, like just to help us manage our own time better because we're selling time to people, hours, billable hours, those sorts of things. So we have a couple of projects around those things. But yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff happening out there in the world of Computan. Plugins, WordPress plugin audit service. So we get that a lot where people ask us come into our WordPress site and review our 81 plugins and see which ones we can keep. So now we built an AI tool that we can install inside of a plug inside of those staging sites or dev sites and say these are the plugins which are problems. These are not. It takes us 20 minutes to do a review of a website. Now it used to take us 3 hours to do a really good and thorough review. Now I can do the same review in 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening. Every morning.
And we didn't really even start. This is like amazing because I know like our goal was by the end of June to have these things ready to go. And this was only like 6 to 8 weeks ago when we were even just coming up with the ideas.
Yeah. And they're pretty much done. They're not like buy the products and use them for the market done, but stuff that we can use internally. Oh yes, absolutely. Some of those have already been deployed live internally, and the rest can be used, kind of like that internally. We couldn't sell it to like, Acne Tech down the street yet, but it's not a hop, skip, and a jump to do that, right? If we can use it internally already, it can make it very easy for somebody else to use it. Yeah, we're at that stage with those, so they're pretty awesome. We should be able to share and show you guys. I can show you because you're the one who's watching this. You and Malaka.
Right.
I can show you guys, what these things are all about, and we can actually see them.
Yeah, I would say like our team's not just winging it either. They have probably combined, 10,000 hours in Claude training at this point.
Yes.
Distributed over several people, but they have really taken this Claude very seriously. They're not developers who resist it. They're developers who embrace it for what it can be used for. And I think when you just mentioned those things that they've created, our team has created the idea for the solutions too, right? They're not just they are solutions oriented developers and Claude experts now. So that's where we're really helping people too. Is they're just coming in, tell our team your business problem, and they'll come in with a development and Claude solution very quickly.
Yeah, they can build it. Yeah, we're the two dumbest people in the whole team.
For sure. That's obvious. If anyone watches this, they're going to be like, I hope nobody else is as dumb as these guys.
Oh, yeah. We're the two dumbest. I mean,
that's for sure.
Yeah, who talks about politics in an Unwatchable episode? Only us two would do that.
Yeah.
Make America great again hats and stuff like this. And like, oh, we should have made development great at Inbound and, like all this kind of stuff.
I could keep them guessing, before it was MAGA, but, guess what? Guess who lives in my town? You know who lives in my town?
Yep. Yeah. Joe Biden. There you
Joe
go.
Biden.
He goes to your coffee shop.
So you have no idea where I'm at on any of this. Unlike everyone else in marketing and tech, we kind of keep you guessing about our political views.
Oh man.
Not going to be putting them on LinkedIn anytime soon.
No, please.
I don't even have any really, but whatever.
That's beside the point. That's beside the point.
All right, sir. Have a great weekend.
You too.